Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Melissa Lewis. I'm the principal of Dr. Pedro Albizu Campos High School, and I want to thank Build for giving me the opportunity to present virtually at La Mesa Latina. I hope that youth listening to my story are able to gain some inspiration and learn from my lived experience. I'm the principal of a small but mighty alternative high school here in Humboldt Park that serves youth that have been marginalized from the traditional school system. They, on average, have been out of school for about 6 months and are looking to re-engage in school and celebrate and plan their next steps. As a young person in the community, I always loved school. It was a place where I felt valued, a place where I felt safe. I always knew that I wanted to become an educator because of that. And I think that I tried really hard to never let anyone fill my head with doubt. And oftentimes, I wasn't always successful. It was difficult because for me, having to balance work and school at the same time, I worked full-time from about 16 until I graduated college. I found that it was hard to manage both things full-time, and it was difficult. It wasn't easy. I always tell young people that when you have a goal in mind, you're gonna have to work for it. And despite all odds, I was able to graduate, become a teacher, and now I lead an alternative school that I see myself in the young people that I serve here. I remember sitting in freshman orientation. I felt like I didn't belong, and I let that self-doubt and that feeling like this and college and the university wasn't for me. I let those feelings of self-doubt fill my head, and it was hard to get through that. And I choke up now thinking about how easily I could have given up because I didn't believe in myself. But luckily, I had my parents, I had my grandmother, and I had their dreams on my back. And I always remember that. I always remember that, you know, my goals and my dreams were much bigger than me. I had my family to think of, and I knew that they were counting on me to be successful. And I think a lot of youth have that same experience and have that same feeling that their family's legacies are on their back. And I can tell you right now that my family is incredibly proud of who I am and what I do every day. And I owe it to them because they helped me push through. I draw a lot of inspiration and strength from the youth that I serve because they are choosing to be in school, to navigate their competing priorities. They're choosing to see a problem in their community and want to fight back. They're seeing a problem in their community and they're wanting to organize and to problem solve and to find solutions. And I think that as adults, we have to encourage that, right? We can't be afraid of this group of young people that are so powerful in their ability to be community organizers. It's almost like an innate ability, something that's born within them. And we have to nourish that and really honor their experiences as young people. I think I will leave you with a quote from one of my scholars that just graduated in June. And I think of him often because I remember the impact that he's had on me. And I know he was a young person who often didn't feel welcomed in a classroom, often didn't feel safe in a school before he got here and before we seen him for who he was and were able to honor him and respect him for that. He said, and the analogy is spot on, when the plant doesn't grow, you don't change the plant, you change the environment. And I often wonder, and I often ask my staff and the people that work in our building, how are you nurturing the youth in our environment? How are you nurturing the youth in our community? How are you nurturing the youth in your own families? How are you uplifting and building one another versus tearing them down? They're a generation of youth that need all the love and support and encouragement they can get. But they're also resilient. They're gonna fight back and they're gonna pick themselves up and they're gonna do what they need to do to not only survive, but to thrive. I wanna thank Build for their time and I appreciate it.